and we still don't have an intro song, so this is gonna have to be what it starts out with for the next about 20 episodes, probably.
That's all right. Millie's a dancer, so she can give us a song, right?
Oh gosh, yeah. I thought you gonna say when you said I was a dancer, I thought you were gonna ask me to like do a little dance or something.
Yeah, well, you're a performer, so it's kind of in that ballpark.
Okay, so for this one, Georgia couldn't make it and Rose couldn't make it, so we have two new people. Oh, Katie couldn't make it, so she has to go make the money. So
fair play.
Katie was supposed to join us, our friend Katie, but she could not join us for she got a new job. So we have Millie.
Hello.
And we have Serena.
Hey.
And we still have Fran, unfortunately.
Right. All right. Fair enough. I know where I stand.
Yeah.
I was going to go and see Paranorman tonight. I think I still am.
Oh.
Awesome.
No, hey, I'm back. Good news.
Okay, so this week a lot of stuff happened, I think. My mom got Avengers out of the Redbox, and if you guys don't know what the Redbox is, that is it's like a big machine that's usually outside of like grocery stores and drugstores and stuff, where you can take out a movie, you can rent a movie, or even a video game. I think they have video games there now for like $1 a night. So my mom got out Avengers for me.
Oh, sweet.
I watched a little this morning, but the thing about those DVDs is that they usually don't come with a whole lot of... They usually don't come with any special features, because they're usually like the simplest version of the disc. But
Yeah.
So pretty much exactly like the British Avengers DVD.
yes, but this one actually came with like a little 8-minute featurette thing that I already saw online, and it has the Joss Whedon commentary. So
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
that will be the rest of my day, probably.
I don't know. The rest of our day in England is like, I don't know, depending on how late Millie likes to party, like, I don't know, like 5 hours.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's like 7 o'clock here. It's already dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't wake up too long ago, so I didn't get to watch a whole lot of it.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Greer.
I just kind of skipped all of Tom Hiddleston's parts that I wanted to watch over and over and over and over and over again. And then I skipped to Chris Hemsworth's parts that I watched over and over and over and over again.
Maybe you should just watch Thor.
Yeah.
That sounds like what you want.
Yeah. But
If you're skipping to Tom
That's what you-
Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth and not actually watching the rest of the film, I think Thor could be the movie for you.
yeah, but I'm gonna watch the Joss Whedon commentary probably in, I don't know when, probably sometime tonight.
So can we hear from because I don't think I've ever actually spoken to you, Serena.
I was gonna say, me neither. I've
Yeah,
spoken
so,
to
like-
Fran in the past, but
Yeah, like a little bit. A few months ago, I think we spoke, didn't we, the three of us?
Yeah.
So yeah, like we could do that like awful, awkward thing that you used to have to do in school, like tell us about yourself.
oh no, that's my worst nightmare.
It is as well. I've got nothing to say.
Serena, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay,
Sorry,
like
yeah.
that's the hardest thing to do is like describe yourself. But I don't know. I'm Serena. I'm a girl. I'm from Canada, and
Oh, I didn't know you were from Canada. That's
Yeah,
like proper like multinational then, because we've got
I
two
like it.
Brits.
Yeah.
Well, for once, the Brits are actually outnumbering the other people.
North Americans.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too.
So Serena did a video once, and Obscurus Lupa tweeted it.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that on the
So-
page. I didn't actually watch the video though, Serena. Do you want to like link it to us or?
I watch it every day.
Oh, really? Oh, that's encouraging.
Oh.
It's so
Hey.
funny.
What's it about?
it was remember when everyone was like going nuts because Lupa and Phaelus kept doing crossovers and like everyone in the comments was like just going insane.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Well,
So-
anyways, it was happening, and so I did this. I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. This kid came up with this video called the Phaelus rant, where he went off about how much Phaelus sucked.
Oh my
And
god.
God, that's pathetic.
yeah, so that was I remember now. That's what it was a parody of.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, Serena. I should watch that.
I need to see this.
What's that voice that you did? Because it's just really funny.
I could Hang on, I'll find it. But then after that, I used that same character I had created for that. I actually did a review of their Zen film parody.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Can I hear
I'd
the
love to
voice?
meet someone who could do a really good Phaelus impression. I would love.
That is hard.
Your Phaelus impression is A+.
Oh,
I don't even remember what I did when I.
We're like, I'm Phaelus.
Is that it? I'm
That's
not-
uncanny.
I do love Doug's impression of Phaelus. When they did the crossover, I thought that was just hilarious.
We'll link all those videos in the link dump. So, what else has been going on? Like, what,
We had a really, really, like, funny, like, hater troll guy for the first podcast.
Oh god, yeah, and you didn't tell me. You kept going on with this guy, and you.
No. Well, do you wanna hear our exchange?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't name drop him because I'm sure he's a really nice person. I'm sure
I'm
he is.
sure he's listening right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? But no. Okay. So he says.
You need to do. Someone needs to play him though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can play both, but that's like super vain.
Serena does funny voices.
Okay, so where does this start?
Okay. Well, I've told you the name of the guy.
What's the first thing he said? Is it
well,
is it where it starts where it's like I sat through this podcast?
Yeah, that's the one. That's it.
Okay, so I guess I should start then. I sat through this podcast. Here is my angry review. 3 fangirls go rabid over that guy with the glasses and the Avengers. It's shit pickle.
Whoa. There were 4 of us.
My error, 4 fangirls drooling over Tig and Thor. Does your show have a point, or is it just squeeing over Doug and Chris Hemsworth?
That's the point. People love that. It's a journalistic triumph. Oh yeah, I've got more. Have to applaud your use of the word shit pickle though, and assure you that we're new at this and it'll get more coherent. I don't think we've lived up to that promise.
Journalists are objective, debating how cute Angry Joe is plays like a dull sleepover party. You may think you're great. I don't.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
You can edit that out.
I wish Georgia were here to do her douchey nitpick impression.
Does she do that? I don't know. This guy like epitomizes that kind of person.
This is a new segment of the podcast we like to call Peasant Mail.
Oh, okay. Cool. I like that.
Mail from obvious peasants.
I
That's
mean,
why I don't go outside anymore.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I'm just devastated that, you know, this guy and his sort of 31 followers, I've managed to disappoint so much. I mean, you know, someone with such standards, you know, I would really want to impress, and I clearly haven't, and that's something that's going to haunt me.
Yo.
It's terrible. We should just give up now, girls.
We should. On a high.
I was going to talk about American politics for a second, but then I'm like, wait, no one else here is from America.
No, that's cool though. Like, I mean, I kind of know what's going on in the US.
I have no idea. Whether it's America or politics, nothing. I don't really stick my head in that. But hey ho.
I mean, I know a little bit. I don't know the kind of
bit of an exaggeration
mechanics of it.
Well, like let's do an American politics quiz because all the people that I'm talking to aren't from America. So, like, okay, who's president?
Obama.
What's his
Yes.
What's his first name?
Barrack.
What?
Barrack?
Barrack?
Barrack.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can't say it. Barry was saying it wrong.
Oh no, it's Barack.
That's not right if you say it like that.
Okay, who's the vice president?
Oh,
Shit.
the old guy.
Is it? Wait, what's his name? Joe Biden?
Yes.
Oh right, yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it when I heard it. But
Yeah.
I
was on the
refer
tip
to
of my
him
tongue.
lovingly as Uncle Biden because he's literally America's uncle. America's crazy uncle. He is so likable.
Isn't Walt Disney America's uncle? His like Nazi uncle.
Yeah, does Nazi uncle.
Walt Disney's from Quebec, yo. I don't think he can count.
Is he?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
I think I
Yeah,
read that somewhere once.
Yeah, so many like famous Americans are from Canada, like Mary Pickford and like two of the guys who founded MGM and like
Oh wow.
yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so who is running against Obama right now?
Mitt Romney.
Who's his running mate?
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, right?
Yes.
Totally knew that. Yeah.
I mean, no. To be honest, Millie, like I only know this stuff from like the Huffington Post and like
Oh yeah.
AfterElton.com.
Yeah.
I mean, like Paul Ryan, I know because he's the guy that talked about legitimate and non-legitimate rape. Like there was some sort of distinguishing point.
That was a different. I think that was a different guy, but
Oh, was that not Paul Ryan?
he agreed with it. But
oh fuck! Oh, sorry, Paul Ryan.
There's another guy named Todd Aiken.
Oh yeah, that's it.
He's on the House Committee for Science. If
We love science.
Yeah, we love science here. Okay, so let's see. What's another American politics question? I was teaching you about the Kennedys the other day, Fran.
Oh, hang on a second, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Mum? Oh, I can't really eat it, Mum. All right.
Shout out to Fran's mom.
Nice time.
Say hi, Fran's mum.
Fuck, sorry, guys. You can edit it out, right?
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah. Big up Fran's mum.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Did you hear her?
No.
No.
All right. She said there's a lovely dinner here for you.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. It's not just a dinner, but it's lovely.
My dad took me to a buffet yesterday, which was a mistake.
Oh,
I'm like, I got there and I'm like, I immediately regret this decision. But do you know, like, if you've ever been to, like, an all-you-can-eat buffet, and it's just like, you get there, you start eating, and you're like, I immediately regret coming here.
See, I'm not like that. I literally probably would eat so much and I still wouldn't feel bad or like
Yeah.
I could eat.
Same here. I'm like a real pig. Like, I mean, I'm quite lucky in the sense that, like, I don't know, when I was a little kid, I could eat like 3 chocolate bars in a go and feel completely fine. And like, 6 cans of Coke and feel like, apart from being kind of hyper, feel totally normal.
Yeah.
And like, I can't kind of do that now. But in terms of like big, like proper meals with like all the nutritional shit, like, I mean, I can pretty much eat and not feel guilty.
Yeah. I think when you come to America, I think that's the place I should take you, because it's literally all Southern food.
Oh, what, like
like fried chicken and mashed potatoes, all kinds of potatoes and grits and peach cobbler and stuff.
Yeah, what are grits, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, not familiar.
Do you guys know what grits are? Like, do you know what they are? I mean,
No.
okay.
I have no idea.
Actually, anyone who lives outside of probably the border of West Virginia and like down, they know who grits are, but then anyone above that doesn't know what grits are. Because I've been in New York City and they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And
Yeah.
but it's like cornmeal almost. It's this stuff called hominy, and it's like cornmeal stuff, and it's like the starchiest starch. And
See, hominy I've heard of. We have hominy pie over here, I think.
yeah, and then you can literally put anything in there. It's almost like rice, where you can put anything in there.
So, what do you think your weirdest food would be from the perspective of someone who wasn't American then?
Oh, is this a question for me?
That's for you specifically.
I don't know.
I think ours is Marmite. What do you reckon, Millie?
Yeah, I do love Marmite. What about you?
I love Marmite as well, but it seems to baffle anyone that isn't from the UK.
I know. I absolutely love it. It's really nice.
Same here. Same here. There's nothing better. I don't understand what people find so vile about it. I mean, as long as you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you don't tell people that it's yeast extract, like, if people don't know that, then it's fine.
Yeah, it is.
I think the weirdest thing would be like anything that comes from an animal that's not like a hamburger or like chicken, like livers and
like
eyeballs.
stomach?
Yeah, like stomach, liver, eyeballs, like that just. And like that's okay. Like you want to eat all of the animal and not waste it. I mean that's fine.
True.
But I mean I don't really get it.
Yeah. But the
I'm
weirdest one.
For like. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Millie?
No, I remember a few years ago, my dad he ate crocodile. It was on the menu in a pub or restaurant, and it was crocodile. That was the weirdest one I ever heard.
What was it like?
I don't know. He said it was, typically, they say it's just like chicken, and I think he did actually say that, so that's what they all say, but I just thought, that is so bizarre. Oh.
Very strange.
Yeah.
I think I'd quite like to try crocodile.
I know, I wish I did at the time, but...
Yeah, I was a vegetarian for like 3 years, and like, just kind of, I think I kind of got brought back into it because of like the stuff that I haven't tried, which sounds really terrible, because like, I kind of had like shitloads of principles that I didn't stick to, but well.
I know like I know there's like vegetarians that like they won't eat like meat except they'll eat like fish. Like I think that's a type of vegetarian. Like you'll eat fish.
Yeah, that is. I think that's.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the official term is for somebody that eats fish but not other meat. But yeah, I mean, I never really got that because for me it was because I didn't want to eat any animal. I don't know how I feel about it now. I think I would still probably avoid eating like food if I thought that it kind of been like sort of cruelly brought up or.
Oh yeah.
I think my mom for a while would buy like free range chicken because she's like, oh well, it's free range chicken. They let the chickens run around and stuff like that. But then like I actually like did a project in I think it was zoology. I was doing we would have to do a project like the end of every like sort of animal species we would study. And then it would be like, okay, well, we're doing birds right now, so do a project on, like, whatever bird you want, or, like, 2 different birds. And one of them I picked was chicken, and so I actually, like, researched, like, what they actually, like, if, like, how free-range chickens, like, I want to see, like, chickens running around and just eating, like, grain or whatever, and they're not being force-fed, and it's like, there's not a whole lot of difference in some places. Free-range chicken.
Really?
Free-range chicken means they have like 1 extra foot of space than unfree-range chickens.
Slightly that more space makes a difference.
And then I'm like, wow, there's no difference at all.
I guess like the argument is that like any more space makes a difference, but I mean still it's pretty pathetic.
And and I'm like, my mom was trying to buy free-range chicken, and I'm like, Mom, there's like no difference, right? They get like 6 inches of space compared to chickens that aren't categorized as free-range. And I'm like,
God, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is.
I still like chicken, so I'll
Same.
still like chicken.
I didn't think there were any Canadian foods that were weird. Like, I thought it was all pretty normal. I guess it is to me, but like my cousin came from America, and she was really weirded out by cheesies and poutine.
Poutine looks delicious, by the way.
What is
it? It is.
Because I don't know the word. The word kind of, it sounds like it should mean something a little bit like filthy.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, and it does sound a bit...
It's just French fries with cheese, melted cheese, and
right.
And then sometimes...
it's cheesy chips.
Yeah, that's not... Yeah, just don't call it that. Yeah. Chips and cheese.
Man, no, that's not weird at all. That's lovely.
It's like it's like cheese curds or something, right?
Sometimes.
And gravy. I don't know why we don't have that here.
Yeah, I thought it was weird because we have it at like Burger King and McDonald's here.
We'll fry and put gravy on anything. Like I don't know why it's not here.
So what was the other one? It was poutine and
cheesies. They're just like a snack food, and they're like Cheetos. They look like Cheetos, but they don't taste like Cheetos.
What do they taste like?
I don't know. They taste more like I guess I don't know. Cheesy Cheetos sort of always have like that fake cheese sort of taste, but like cheesies taste more like real cheese if it was powdered, if that makes any sense. And they're like crunchier, but they're not as crunchy as the crunchy Cheetos.
See, it's interesting. We have something like that over here called What's-Its, and I get the impression What's-Its would be more like Cheetos than Cheezos.
We have like cheese everything here. It's like ridiculous. I'm like, just put cheese on it. It'll taste completely different. But
No, I mean, like, I agree with that. I'm a bit of a cheese freak. Like, I can get, like, a big, like, thing of camembert and just, like, eat it like a cookie.
But I remember, speaking of, like, different, like, food smells, because I was about to say, like, I think we're the country, America, I think, is the country that fries the most stuff. Like, if you just go anywhere, like, fair or theme park, it's like, all you smell is fried food. And it's, like, all you smell is, like, sugar and, like, grease. And I was actually thinking back to, like, when I was in 8th grade and I went to New York City, and we went to Chinatown, and all I could smell was, like, just, like, if you were in a Chinese restaurant, and, like, there's that kind of like a sweet and sour mixed with, like, duck, like, and then, like, it was so overwhelming, it was almost nauseating, and then I would look at a window and see, like, 10 ducks hanging from the window, and then I, like, wanted to puke.
But do you know what? Like, there are places in the UK that aren't that different. Like, if you go to certain places in London, like, they do just smell fried. I mean, it's like Leicester Square in London is just like, I don't know, one big steakhouse.
I've been there a couple times. I know what you mean. Popped up to London, but yeah.
But I remember, like, a couple weeks ago, I was trying to explain to Fran, like what kind of like what a fair is here, because we had the fair that came into town last week, and I'm like, well, you know, fairs here, they kind of just, like, all you can really take in is, like, a bunch of colors, carnies yelling at you to buy things, and fried food. Like, literally, it all smells the same, like.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's pretty much the same in the UK. Like, we tend to have them at like beaches.
Yeah.
So we'll have like a fair on a pier, and there'll be like an arcade, and yeah, I mean, there, you know, and we'll have like bumper cars, and yeah, it's fairly the same from the sound of it.
But like, if you make French fries in your house, that's what an American fair smells like. Kind of mixed with like sugar, and like you put like a sugar smell in there, and like that's it.
We're back.
We totally didn't have technical difficulties right there. Just big edit.
You guys just been like totally slagging me off behind my back there.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, Fran, fucking.
Fran's, thank God for that.
What's a slang term for Brit, so I can call you that all the time?
I don't know really. I've got an American friend that calls me a limey, but I think that's fairly like.
It's a bit old-fashioned now.
Yeah, exactly.
World War II.
Yeah.
Millie, do you have a man in the background?
Yeah. I do. Can you hear him?
God.
Shut up.
Oh God.
No, it's my boyfriend. He's over, and yeah, I told him I was doing the podcast tonight, and he's just listening in, and yeah, he was nodding along to like all the stuff you're talking about in New York because he's been there, so he's like going yeah.
Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page for slang terms for the British.
I bet chav comes up straight away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I actually don't see that on here.
You know, have you heard chav, Grid? You know what chav means?
Yes, it means like, I don't really know what like bastard or something. Like, doesn't like.
Not really. It's more like, it's kind of a horrible term for like working class people. Like, I don't really like using it.
Yeah, neither do
I can.
It's
I can call you.
Yeah.
I can call you a red coat. That's
red coat. They work for Butlins, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I would have said. Or a green coat if you're poor and you can only go to Ladram Bay.
No, I think it's red coat here because the British in the Revolutionary War were dressed in red. So.
Okay, here's a question. In Canada and America, do you have really, really, like, lame, cheap, like, holiday parks where, like, big families go and there are, like, crappy entertainers and... You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Millie? Like, Butlins.
Yeah.
Is that like the holiday camps in
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was a song about it. Because I remember I saw that movie, I was like, what the fudge is a holiday camp, and why does Tommy have one?
So is it like?
I mean, they're awful.
So I'm having a hard time, and I don't really like understand.
Okay, hang on. Let me link you Butlins.
Link dump.
We can put this in the link dump. Not that anyone is going to want to go to Butlins. Okay, I'm going to send you the link for
Those times.
Butlins in Skegness.
Ooh.
So this is
Who
pretty
would,
much
who
like
would
the
call
shittiest-
something that?
But
Buttlands. What?
oh no, it's
I love it in your accent.
like the guy that runs it. It's his last name or ran it.
That is an
But I
unfortunate name.
agree. It's a terrible name and a terrible place.
That's an unfortunate name. Oh,
It really
it's
is.
Butlins. Okay, hold on.
Wait, what do you think it was, Greer?
Emphasis on the butt.
I'm just like, I kept hearing like Buttlands.
Sorry, accent.
That'd be better.
I think so. I'd be much more keen to go there. Although I'm a support worker for like people with learning disabilities, and I have to take them there sometimes. So yeah, if it's called Buttlands, I don't know how appropriate that would be.
You'll love this one. There's one that I used to go to when I was younger. I think it's been around the internet a bit. It's called Sandy Balls. Literally,
Yes.
that's the name of it. Google it. It's a place in England. That's a holiday camp called Sandy Balls.
So it's like
And I've been
it's
there.
like a resort. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah, but like, I mean, that's overselling it. Like, I mean, they're cheap, tatty, like unclean, unhygienic. They're terrible places.
I can't really think of anything like that here. I mean, the closest thing I can think of is like they have like resorts in the Caribbean
Probably more
Yeah.
glamorous than here.
and like in Florida.
That's
a lot.
very, very different to Butlins.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
still a very unfortunate name. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, agreed. So like, I don't know anything like about just in terms of like I've spoken a lot to you, Greer, but like I know like almost nothing kind of about Canadian culture and like
Yeah, same.
Rivers of maple
yeah.
syrup, and
Yeah, that's kind of the
that's
basis.
why you guys have never been in any wars, because all your weapons are leaves.
Well, no, it's because we don't like there's this thing that Canadians love to quote is when Prime Minister Jean Chrétien, the Americans wanted him to help the Canadians fight in some war, I don't remember. But anyway, he said that they couldn't because our boat was being repaired.
that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, does your boyfriend have
Wait,
something to add?
Sound camera bridge.
But
Hi, Jack.
Sorry? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, he's trying not to laugh. He's laughing at you, so he's trying to silently
oh,
laugh.
good.
We're funny,
Hey,
don't worry.
Jack.
But it's
He's playing Angry Birds. He's concentrating.
but even for like someone who like you're kind of like America's headpiece, and like I don't really know a whole lot about Canada other than like people like make stereotypes about it and stuff like that.
Well, like, I don't know, I think a good show to watch if you want to know what Canadians are really like, Trailer Park Boys is pretty
I
accurate.
love Trailer Park Boys. I've only seen like the pilot. I've watched it like funnily enough, I watched the pilot yesterday.
But I mean, because all the jokes that are made about Canada here are just like, you know, like, oh, we know Canada's not really like, you know, oh, you won't be in our war. What are you gonna do? Throw your leaves at us? And it's like,
Oh God, really?
but
I know, like, I watch American TV and sometimes the jokes they make about Canada, I just go, I don't even get where that came from.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's
it's like
yeah.
those English accents they have on things like Frasier, and you just go, you know, you're like looking through a slang dictionary from like 1850.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
like
it's,
people know it's not. People know it's not really like that. Like the stereotypes are the fact that
they're the joke.
the fact
Yeah,
that they
I
are
get that. I do get
stereotypes
that.
is the joke, I think.
Yeah. No, I do appreciate that, and sometimes, like, I think on The Simpsons and things like that, it's funny because it's kind of done with like a bit of a sort of tongue-in-cheek, but I don't know, something like Frasier that kind of prides itself on being this like hugely sort of intellectual fare. I think, yeah, that's like for them to then have something like as cheap as that kind of irritates me.
But like, do you guys get like the maple syrup jokes and stuff like that?
No, not really. I've never.
I was talking
heard
to
that.
Serena, but
Oh, sorry.
Do
Oh,
I
I
get them as in, do I understand them, or do I get them as in, do people make them to me?
no, do you like understand it?
Well, I mean, we do have syrup here, so. I get that, and we do put it on pancakes. I guess maybe it came from like the fact that we harvest syrup, or like sometimes we like in Quebec they used to like freeze it and put it on a stick, but that's not really something people just do. Like that's sort of more of it's like a tourist thing. People come to Quebec and then they go and they have the experience with the freezing the syrup on the stick.
To try it out. Sounds nice.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like when Bennett, when Sage came to England and he did that video, like, and he was trying like spotted dick and stuff, and it's like nobody eats that over here.
Exactly. It's just because it's got a humorous name.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Brits, like, I have to say, we get it particularly bad for stereotypes, although I'm sure every country feels like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, where does the stereotype that we have bad teeth come from? I've never understood that.
Yeah.
I've never understood that one, where that came from.
It's really weird, isn't it? Because, I mean, like, I can't speak for you, Millie. I don't think I've ever seen your teeth, but, I mean, I think I've got good teeth.
I was going to say, yeah, they're not that bad.
Yeah. Although, I did get kind of a bollocking the last time I went to the dentist.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, she actually, like, I felt like an infant, because she got out this giant pair of teeth, and she was showing me how to brush them.
The brush goes here.
Like, Jesus Christ, I'm not a child.
Did she give you a sticker and a lollipop as well?
She certainly did, yeah.
Well, like,
Oh, that's the best
you
part.
were talking about like when you hear a stereotype, you're like, I don't even know what that means. Like what other ones are you talking about?
Well, I think the one with like the I don't know, like, do you ever notice like I noticed it a lot when I was a kid. Whenever they would have a Canadian on like an American cartoon, it would either always be someone dressed in like plaid or someone dressed as an RCMP officer.
Yeah,
And
see, that's
Yeah,
the one I have kind of seen on things like
I
The
think the
Simpsons.
plaid is like flannel shirts, like lumberjacks wear or whatever.
I mean, I kind of get that's sort of like the Red Green show, I guess. Maybe is that where that came from, because they wore a lot of plaid on that, but like that's really outdated. Like I don't think anyone's actually dressed like that since like 1971.
What do you think of the flapping heads on South Park?
Oh my god, I love that.
My god, I actually think that is hilarious because they weren't even intended originally to be Canadian. They were just sort of Terrence and Phillip were like a parody of what people thought South Park was nothing but bad animation and fart jokes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's so kind of like far removed from reality that I guess you can't be offended by it.
Yeah, so we in Canada, like, Terrence and Phillip are actually like huge here. People love
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
like when they did the Princess of Canada one where all the tires are square and it's just so ridiculous.
Is that the royal wedding one?
Yeah, that one. Like,
fucking hilarious. And that came out like at such a good time because I was getting so tired of all the royal wedding fanfare over here.
Oh, same.
Oh,
Yeah.
like, it was bad here. I can't imagine it there. Like, oh, God.
It was hell. Like, I was out in London that day and you couldn't get anywhere. And it was really irritating because there was a recession going on. Like, the NHS even then was being like fucking massacred. And there were, sort of news reports devoted to like the fucking wedding cake. It was so disrespectful.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I really I'm not one of those Brits that is kind of particularly sort of patriotic about the royal family.
Some of those people I couldn't believe. I was just like, is that really how you feel? I just, when they interview them on the news and like how this, they're so proud and crying over them getting married. Really?
It's baffling, isn't it? Because I mean, all they've done is been lucky enough to be born into a family that has lots of money.
Exactly.
That they haven't earned. I mean, it really, I don't know how you feel, Millie, but I'm quite embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I don't think anyone cared more about the royal family than the Americans did. It was like...
Well, really?
In America, did you get a lot of... Go on.
The royal family, literally, they're still all over the tabloids. It is like... on every single American tabloid, it's like, Queen Elizabeth knows what happened to Diana, really, and it's like,
Oh my god.
it's like there's still a lot of conspiracy theories about how Diana was murdered and it wasn't an accident and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I saw a magazine in Shoppers the other day. It's this big headline: "Who really killed Diana?"
Oh.
A fucking car killed Diana. It's an inanimate object. That's what killed Diana.
Do you know what? Like, my dad told me this insane story from the day Diana died. He was on because my dad's a maths teacher. He was on a like maths course retreat thing in the countryside, and he said that he got up really, really early to go to the newsagent, and there were like 2 versions of the Sun newspaper, which is a tabloid over here, and one of them had like, and this was before they had found out Diana was dead, one of them had a headline saying Diana caught with new boyfriend, and then the same newspaper that had obviously been printed after they had realised she had died was like, tragedy as the people's princess passes away, country mourns, and it was just like the fucking hypocrisy of that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, on the one hand, like, they're kind of gossiping about like her new man, and then as soon as they find out she's dead, they're sort of jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, it really, like,
That's pretty awful.
I don't know.
It
It is. It's pretty sick.
But yeah, there's still like all, but it's mainly like really, we have a tabloid here called the National Enquirer, and those are kind of like, that's kind of like the tabloids that are like, alien probe killed Lincoln, I don't know, something like that, and then
That's a great headline.
Yeah. But that's kind of like the one that's kind of the tabloid that says stuff like that. That's not really true. Like, people will send in like, oh, here's $20 for that headline and stuff like that. And but they still have like the Queen on like every single cover, and it's like, she knows what, or, you know, she knows what's really behind why Prince Harry showed his butt or whatever, and
Like, no, he showed his ass because he's a fucking 25-year-old boy, you know?
for the record, I really love Prince Harry.
What 25-year-old lad hasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the record, I really love Prince Harry. I think he's way cuter than William. Just saying.
I don't know. Both of them are alright. None of them particularly leap out at me as drop dead gorgeous, but
I just like Harry's like this cute little redhead with freckles, and I don't know, he's just really cute to me for some reason. His personality reminds me a lot of Diana. I don't know why.
oh, good old Diana. Was there a lot of coverage in America about Pippa Middleton's bum?
Oh yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Like that's
got a lot of that.
I think half of the coverage on Royal Wedding Day, I remember like a lot of people were like, I'm gonna get up at 3 a.m. and watch the Royal Wedding, and it's like, I didn't, but I remember like the news coverage after that, it was all about either them getting married, what the Queen looked like, and then Pippa's butt, and
insane, that poor woman.
and then she got like a lot of coverage, like it's like, wow, Pippa Middleton's really beautiful, and I'm like, well, I agree, she is very beautiful. She's really hot.
Yeah, but it's insane. Now they went on about it.
As a fellow female, Pippa Middleton's really hot.
Oh yeah, no, I'd say she is pretty beautiful, and she has got a lovely bum, but you know, can you imagine being her and just looking at a magazine like it's just all about your bum?
It's like, wow, did I really look that good? I didn't think I looked that good.
You're a bit weirded out, but at the same time, like, oh, fair enough.
But yeah, I remember Royal Wedding coverage here was like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I don't even think like the Brits care this much about it. It's like it's on every magazine. There's like magazines dedicated to it, and I mean, I didn't mind it. I think it was sweet. You know, it's like they're getting married, and it's like they're a young couple in love, and it's like, oh, it's pretty sweet. Fairy tale wedding, or dressed beautiful, and, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. but yeah, the extent it went to was a bit crazy. What was
I
the
just remember in Canada, like every all the news reporters when they were covering the wedding, they all kept saying, "Oh, well, her dress is way too plain. Like she should have got a better dress."
Like, what did they want?
guys,
Like, what did they want? Like, angel wings attached to her back?
yes.
Fireworks
That's
fireworks out of her dress, like Katy Perry or some shit. Like,
Wait, who's this we're talking about?
Kate Middleton.
Oh, right. No, I liked her dress.
Yeah,
That's
I
all I
thought
have
it
to
was
say.
gorgeous. Apparently, some people said that it wasn't, a bit boring, but what do they want?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, she's going to be a princess. Like, she can't go that kind of controversial.
Bright pink dress, pretty princess.
I was trying to think of a new topic, because it's like people are gonna get onto us about talking about too much about the royal family. I know if Katie were supposed to be on, like she should be, she would be going on about the royal family. I know she really likes the royal family, so.
Does she really? What? Like, it's interesting actually, this American obsession with it. Like, okay, I promise after this I won't bring it up again, but like, why do you think that is?
I don't know. Probably because we really don't have anything like that here. I mean,
It's like different if you had a royal family.
unless you count the people who had the fucking gall to say, oh, the Kardashians are like our royal family.
Oh god.
There were people that were really saying that, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's horrible.
I was like, what the fuck?
My
I woke up
God.
one day and I'm like, what the hell?
That's terrible. I would have thought it would have been the Hiltons though.
Ooh.
I mean, no one really knows the Hilton family besides, like, Paris Hilton and her dad. Like, no one really knows anyone else from that family.
Yeah.
Like, the
Oh, right,
normal
fair
person. I think, like, it's, like, the closest to, like, families like that we have. I mean, yeah, the Kardashians are a family that's on TV, but they're not very royal at all. It's like, they weren't born into... Well, I mean... Like, the sisters,
I mean, to be honest, like,
they made all their
Oh, well,
money in, like, the past 5 years. The royal family over there has been living in money for the past 400 years, maybe?
like, the thing is, to be honest, I think they're, like, equally horrible. Like, I mean, the Kardashians are horrible because they're horrible people, and the royal family are horrible because they have a shit ton of money that they didn't earn.
Yeah.
How long have they been living in money? Like, not
I mean,
400
like,
years, way
since-
longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, since, like, like, the Middle Ages. I mean, since, like, fucking Henry VIII, we've had a royal family. I mean, probably longer than that.
But it's never been, like, as glamorized as it had, like, within the past
they
20
used to-
years,
They used to be government. I mean, so they used to actually have power, which is a really frightening notion, like, because that would have essentially been a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Because they weren't elected.
I may be dumb when I say this. I may sound really dumb saying this, but I don't understand why you guys have a royal family with a queen, and then you guys also have a prime minister, which is kind of like
Well,
a
it's
president, almost.
Well, I
the
mean,
queen is like the figurehead, right?
Yeah, she's head of state. So when kind of government was established and the idea of a democratically elected government was established, for some reason, that I don't know because I'm not a big history buff, for some reason the royal family were kind of kept on as figureheads. I don't get it. I really don't.
Well, like how it works in Canada is like Prime Minister is the head of Parliament. So then the Governor General is really the one who's in charge. She has more power, or a he now, it's a guy now, but he is really in charge. And then Stephen Harper, the Prime Minister, he's in charge of Parliament. And then the Governor General is he represents the Queen when she's not here. So if the Queen were to come here, she would technically have more power than our Prime Minister and our Governor General.
Well, I hope she never comes to Canada. I will do my utmost to ensure she doesn't. Can I ask, Serena, like, I don't know, because, I mean, again, this might be a huge stereotype, but, like, from my perspective, Canada seems like a really, really kind of, like, peaceful country. Like we were talking before, I never hear of you being, like, in, like, any wars or I never hear of it being particularly kind of right wing.
Well, yeah, I think for sure we used to be, like, we never really did the whole war thing or any of that stuff. We don't like to, but it's kind of changing now. Like, Stephen Harper is kind of very conservative, and he kind of really looks up to people like, Bush and American, what are they called? What are conservatives called in America?
Conservatives.
Republicans?
Conservatives.
So, like, yeah, that. So, it's kind of changing. Like, he really wants to get in on a lot of wars. Like, that's why we were in Libya, and a lot of people didn't like that. Which I don't even get. Like, why was Libya even a thing? Like, everyone was talking about that. Like, I never even heard of. But, that's a whole other issue. The point is,
I said we weren't going to talk about politics, and for the past 30 minutes, it's been like, royal family, da-da-da-da.
It's because we're all really, really fucking smart.
Let's talk about how Brad Pitt...
Don't say that.
Let's talk about how Brad Pitt is getting gray stubble on his face.
Yeah, then we can justify all the trolling.
Yeah. But, there's a headline that's saying that they've caught Brad Pitt. Well, they haven't caught him. It's a picture of him, and he is getting gray hair as his stubble.
I don't mind, though. Brad Pitt would be hot if he was, like, 110.
I was going to say, how old is he now?
Hang on, I'm going to look it up.
Like, 50... No, he's like not even 50. He's getting close, though.
He's 48, it says.
I don't care.
No, I've never been a big fan of Brad Pitt, particularly.
No,
like,
I don't
even in
understand.
his younger days.
I mean, for me, like, I think what I respect about Brad Pitt is, like, I mean, it really isn't just the looks thing. I do think he's a fantastic actor, and I mean, I'm attracted to that.
Yeah,
as an actor, I'm attracted to his fantastic acting.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I've never found him physically attractive. I mean, I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but...
Yeah. I don't know, I have a really weird taste in men, though, like, because, I mean, I'm the same, like, he's not someone I've particularly fantasized about, but there have been fucking weird people that I've had crushes on, like, do you get the Mighty Boosh?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
No, we don't in Canada.
Oh, right, okay, well, no, there's an American guy on that who's, like, super sort of like loud and overweight, and honestly I was legit in love with him for about 2 years, like to the extent that like me and my friends would like go to clubs that we knew he would be going to like try and fucking meet him. It was incredibly sad.
What about Bob Fosse?
Yeah,
okay. Just checking. I do love Bob Fosse.
I do too. I think, I don't know, like, I've always felt like I was kind of a big, like, loud American on the inside. On the inside of my, like, tiny British body.
Aww.
But my friends are like, I'll be like, Brad Pitt's, and they're like, what's wrong with you? And then I'm like, but, Robert Englund? Yeah, I'd do him.
Really? Wow.
I mean, I think my like horror movie crush, like my equivalent to Robert Englund, probably Tobin Bell.
Yes.
Oh, that guy, Jigsaw.
Do you know what I'm talking about? He is a fucking babe.
He really is.
He's such a fitty. I can't even believe it.
I know that feeling.
Because he's so intelligent and he's so charismatic and he's got these kind of piercing eyes. Oh my days. So fit.
I was watching on my probably 11th viewing of the Avengers this morning. And it reminded me of about the third time I saw Avengers. I recognized on my third viewing how piercing Jeremy Renner's eyes are.
Is that the bloke that was brainwashed and evil at the beginning
Hawkeye,
and then became good? Yeah, Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is a beautiful, beautiful man. Oh yeah, he's the guy from the Bourne Legacy, isn't he?
He's the newborn guy, but his eyes are so blue, and I'm like, whoa. It's almost like Tom Hiddleston eyes, and it's like, whoa, I'm taken.
I don't get the Tom Hiddleston thing. Like, I think he's a really attractive guy, but the amount of hype about him, I don't get. Like, I think he's really nice, but just the amount of
No, I don't get it either. I think he's a fantastic actor, and I did really enjoy his performance, but I'm not attracted to him.
Yeah, he's nothing special to me.
We have another Tom Hiddleston podcast. We talked about him last week, and he'll just be like in every conversation.
That's fine. This is just for us. This is just for us.
I'll throw that out there.
I hope Tom Hiddleston's listening.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I love you really.
I don't know who my like ultimate sort of crush is. I think at the moment it's Matthew.
Nephew. Oh, right.
Should we be talking about Film Brain? I hope Film Brain.
I want him to be like a real person that I know in my life.
I hope Film Brain's listening.
Oh, again, I'm sure he is. The thing is, I don't know.
Shout
think,
out to Film Brain.
Shout out to Film Brain. I find his kind of like whininess and negativity really, really appealing.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just someone I really want to be friends with. Yeah,
we've got to find an opportunity to stalk him, Millie.
I know, right?
I was actually, funnily enough, I was in Reading, just passing through on the train, and like I was so fucking disappointed I wasn't still at uni there.
Oh.
But all the celebrity crushes I have are like either taken or they're gay. It's like.
Apart from, I know one that isn't taken or gay.
We're not talking about that. Shout out to that guy. No, like my big gay crush is Adam Lambert. So it's like anytime I see him, I'm like,
I know nothing about Adam Lambert. Like what's?
I do from my friends. I've had friends who are obsessed with him, and
my friend Tash is obsessed with him. Shout out to Tash. But
I just want to nestle up in his hair and sleep for the rest of my life.
I don't get it. It's I quite like his music. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's got some good tracks, but
I don't like skinny men.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really into skinny men. All my girlfriends are, but not me.
So you don't like the twink crowd or anything?
No, I really don't. I like kind of chunky, stocky guys.
Oh no, I don't know. If any guy like that, I think I'd just find threatening.
What, like John Goodman or something like that? Or
no, fucking hell. What are you talking about?
Strong.
John Goodman, Jesus Christ. No, Danny DeVito.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Shout out to Danny DeVito. No, I'll tell you, I'll link you a picture of the guy I like at the moment. He is actually a friend of mine, so this isn't weird.
Should we link dump that, or?
No, fucking hell. What are you chatting about, love? Here we go. Right. It's a terrible picture of him, but never mind.
This content's currently unavailable. Oh, God.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I've got it. He's quite nice.
He's lovely. Yeah, he's an absolutely lovely guy. Really, really funny.
Guys.
Oh, we're going to have that feature. Who would you least like to wake up with?
Oh, yeah.
Mitt Romney.
Benny.
Mitt Romney? No,
Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Mine, actually, no. I know who mine is. Mine is James Franco. I hate James Franco with every fibre of my being. He is who I would least like to wake up with.
Oh, no, I know. Kid Rock. Yeah, Kid Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Millie?
That's a tough one. I think Danny DeVito is the number one because I can't get that image out of my head now.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I've been really obsessed with him ever since the Matilda review with Mara Wilson.
Can I just say I love Mara Wilson. After that video,
so cool, isn't she? What a cool girl. How down to earth is she?
She is.
What was another one I was gonna say? Oh, not Mitt Romney. Well, still Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, Kid Rock, Chris Brown.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, Chris Brown. Do you know what, guys? He's not allowed into the UK.
I heard about that.
Sorry, but fucking boom, the UK.
That's hilarious.
It's amazing, isn't it? He's not allowed in because he's big woman beater.
Shout out to Chris Brown, your fists.
Hey.
Big up Chris Brown.
So Serena, guy you'd least like to wake up with?
I don't know. Maybe. I think maybe someone. It'd be sad to wake up next to Burt Ward, because he used to be really. No, because he used to be if you go look at his IMDb right now, it's this old picture of him. He used to be so dreamy, and now he is so...
I've seen him today, yeah.
He's so busted. He's so... And you can kind of see in his face where he used to be cute, but it's just tragedy, really.
Oh, that is
I think
sad.
if I woke up next to him, I'd be like, oh my god, that's horrible. And then second thoughts, I'd be like, I'm next to Robin.
I really liked in Ted, Millie. What was that guy that they were really obsessed with?
Oh, from
Flash Gordon.
Flash. Yeah. Oh my god, what's his name?
That was such a fucking great sequence. I wouldn't mind waking up to him.
I'd hate waking up to Adam Lambert only because I'd be like, oh god, no, go marry your boyfriend. I love him and his boyfriend so much that I'd be like horrified, like, no, go to your boyfriend.
See, James Franco again for me. I mean, am I the only person that appreciates what an awful human being he is?
I'm sorry, but I absolutely love James Franco. When I saw
really, Millie?
Spider-Man 3, I was fangirling in the cinema. I'm afraid I love him. I'm sorry.
No, that's alright. I understand. I'm alone here, but I mean, it's like, okay, this is an example. This is one example of why I hate him. He is doing drama and English at the New York University, and
Right.
His lecturer got fired, allegedly for giving him a D. Now, James Franco didn't turn up to 12 out of 13 of this guy's classes because James Franco didn't deem him a good enough teacher. You know, that's fine if you're James Franco, but, you know, for somebody who's, like, desperately trying to earn enough money to go to university, like, you know, they're going to make the effort. And it was just, I don't know, that is just an example of his arrogance.
Case of, like, I like him on screen, but then, obviously, he does seem a bit of a dick outside, so...
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, he just rubs me up the wrong way. It's like, in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, like, I fucking love that film, but James Franco as a scientist, I'm sorry, I don't buy it.
Far-fetched, yeah. I do need to see that. Is it a good film? I need to see that.
Awesome. It's awesome. It's the best sci-fi film I've seen in about 10 years.
I saw it in theater with my mom. Me and my mom really liked it. We were making it's a good movie if to make fun of too. It's a good movie, but it's also a good.
I don't think it's a good movie to make fun of.
Yeah,
I loved
me and my mom were like cracking jokes the whole time though, but we still liked it. Like we really liked it. She liked it because she grew up with those movies, the Apes movies.
What did you think of Draco Malfoy's American accent?
It.
You bought it, did you?
Yeah, but it was still like that's
it's sort of.
I didn't watch it just for that.
Still like that's Malfoy, and I mean.
By the way, what's everyone's consensus on Lucius Malfoy? I mean, I'm of the opinion that he's extremely beautiful.
Oh, Malfoy's dad? He has big Pocahontas hair. I like it.
Fucking gorgeous. He was in this like.
I'd like to
series recently, like about this kind of like tough Yorkshire detective, and it was oh my god, he was a fucking dream.
I think he's alright without the wig.
I like the hair. I don't know. I can't really.
Oh, this is interesting. One of you likes the hair, one of you doesn't.
I like the hair, yeah. Well, one of you hates James Franco, and one of you likes him, so it's.
We must fight.
I was gonna say, Fran, do you not like James in 127 Hours?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, and see that. I think he does.
Do you think that would change my mind?
I think it will. Yeah, well, because it's pretty much like a one-man show, you know.
I mean, I've heard it's really good.
It is. I had to turn away at the gruesome bit. I could not watch that, I'm afraid.
I don't even think he's a terrible actor, but it's a bit like Doug's thing with Matthew Broderick. I just think he's really bland. And it's like, I love Matthew Broderick, but I can see what Doug means.
Yeah,
I like Matthew Broderick too. I like him in oh god, what was the movie? Not Ferris Bueller. Well, I like Ferris Bueller a lot, but there's another movie of his that I really like, and I can't think of it.
When I think of Matthew Broderick, I just think of The Lion King as the first.
Yeah, tell me about it. Millie, have you seen The Lion King yet? In Bristol?
What?
I suppose you don't. You live nearer to London, don't you? It'd make more sense to see it in London.
Yeah.
But I saw it in Bristol, and it was fucking immense.
Oh, that's what I need to see.
I was telling you about you told me about your Lion King kick, and I basically told you, I said, well, you know, Disney World here has Animal Kingdom, and it's basically very Lion King central. Like, it's just like Africa and Lion King and
Sounds amazing.
They have like they have this thing there. It's not like I wouldn't say it was a snippet of the Broadway show, but it's very, it has a lot of the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Characteristics as the Broadway show, but it's
So what, like the puppetry and stuff?
kind of, and like the actors in the African-esque clothing, and it's very cool, and they're singing, and this big, huge black guy is singing Scar's part, and it's like really awesome, and...
Millie, are you gonna go and see the Book of Mormon?
Was it cool?
It's the show. It's this new musical written by the guys that did South Park. It's coming out in like March. You've got to get tickets. Like, I saw it in New York, and it's fucking awesome.
I think the waiting list for that musical, in New York is like almost a year long.
I managed to get mine 2 years in advance. Not 2 years in advance. 2 months in advance.
It's gonna take years. Wow.
I mean, like, you'd probably be alright over here because it hasn't even opened yet, but, like, it's opening in, like, February. You've got to fucking get tickets. It's so good.
Good advertisement there for it.
Okay, so this episode has been heavily edited because of so many technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week's will be better.
Yeah, we'll work something out. I'll figure out in my house where has the best signal.
Yeah, and I gotta get my brother to maybe fix this connection, maybe. Or it's like, if you're on Skype Premium, you're fucked.
I'll get on Skype Premium. I'll do it. So, alright guys, like, to finish up, there was a really interesting debate on the Tugwatug page, our Tugwatug page, the Fangirl Harem, about, like, the appeal of partying. I think Rose brought it up. And, yeah, she was talking about how she didn't kind of really see the appeal. And I said, for me, it was like something, you know, that was really kind of special between me and my friends that I really loved to do. And I was just wondering, like, what your takes were on it, because I don't think any of you replied to the thread.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to have to. It's tricky, but I think in the UK, I agree with you. It's an
interesting topic, though, I think.
Yeah. No, I think for me it's just a chance to be with my friends. You know I do sort of agree with the thing about getting drunk and not remembering, but like with me though, like even if I do get really drunk, I can still remember everything. Like
same here. I can very rarely not remember, and I mean I like kind of letting go of my inhibitions.
Yeah, exactly. I've never had a morning when I've woken up and like I can't remember anything last night. You know, it's all a blank. You know, I've never.
And I very rarely even on a particularly like drunken night, I've never kind of regretted anything that I've said or done. It's just
Yeah. No, I think because I will be in a drunken state, but like I can still think. You know, I don't go completely.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not kind of a lightweight.
No.
I don't go to a lot of parties only because I live in a stupid small town, so nothing happens here.
I mean, that's the thing, Greer. Like, I don't go to a lot either, but, like, so when I do see my friends, like, I really
go for it. The ones I do go to are, like, birthday parties and Halloween parties where it's, like, we're just gonna hang out, eat sandwiches, and play Rock Band for 3 hours, you know.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that does sound awesome, to be honest.
Yeah.
Serena?
Oh, I don't drink, so, but, like, if my friends are going to, like, the bar or something, sometimes I'll go with them. It's not, like, something I really love doing. Like, usually when me and my friends get together, it's just, we just sort of sit around and talk, or, you know.
I mean, like, to be honest, that's what I enjoy the most. I suppose the thing with alcohol is that it's just an opportunity or it becomes easier, I suppose, to kind of talk more frankly. Yeah. But, I mean.
Be quite shy, and then, once having a drink.
Yeah.
You just
I mean, like, exactly. Yeah. And I think as well, like, I don't know, like, when I used to work at, I think it was when I was working at a call center or something, like, some of the girls that I was working with were really amazed that I'd never been to a rave, and it's like, well, you know, it's not my scene, I don't like the music, you know, so therefore I probably wouldn't have that much in common with the people, and it's like, I think there's this kind of misconception that if you don't do certain things, like, you know, do shitloads of drugs and drink all the time, then you don't kind of have a life, and I think that's definitely a myth.
Yeah, if you enjoy that, fair enough, but, you know, it's just not everyone's scene, so.
Yeah, exactly, and I think they were under the impression that, like, I needed to be kind of shown, you know, the light, and I needed to see the real world because I'd never been to a rave, and I think I can understand, like, why people are put off the idea of like going clubbing and getting really shit-faced like based on that, because it's the thing, like, if you don't enjoy it, you don't want to be judged.
No, I agree with that. It's a cultural thing that if you don't go along with it, then you're the one who's not right.
Yeah, exactly. You're naive or you're childlike in some way, and I really like. I don't know, like, I think that's why I resisted, like, drinking and stuff for, like, so many years.
I think instead of, anybody who's listening to this, instead of going out to a party tonight, everybody should listen to our first episode.
Yes.
Which was, I think, way better than this one is going to be, but I don't know yet. But
no, I mean, I think this one's been really good. I think in terms of the conversation we've had, it's been really interesting. I mean, the technical difficulties are just kind of, neither here nor there, really.
But I like keeping up the illusion that we're actually not all, across the countries from each other, and we're all
in a studio
we're all in the same room. I want to keep up that illusion, so.
Understood.
So instead of going to parties tonight, everybody should watch our first episode on our Blip page. We're on Blip, and
oh, absolutely. And I want to say, if anyone is an artist, we need a banner.
Art. We need art. We need theme songs. And when you're done with our first episode, everyone should go watch Serena's reviews. She does reviews on YouTube, which I'll link.
You're
on Blip too. Oh yeah, you are on Blip too. Okay. Millie has a blog, which I'll link.
I have a blog. I need to join Tumblr, so I need some more followers. I'm a bit lonely.
Okay, nobody reads my blog. It's an animation review blog.
I forgot to link it last time.
If you type in,
because I'm a dick.
Yeah. If you type in Fran B Man Blogspot, then you'll get the link. I'm in a Saw review that Welshie did.
I linked, but I forgot to link your word reviews last week because I'm a dick.
Oh, that's cool.
Then this podcast has a Tumblr, and then I have a Tumblr. Millie has a Tumblr. Serena, do you have a Tumblr? Okay.
Yes.
Serena has a Tumblr too. Fran doesn't have a Tumblr because she's lame.
Yeah, totally.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Go watch the first episode.
Find me on Twitter.
Everybody has a Twitter. So.
Oh yeah. Find us all on Twitter.
I have Twitter.
I think if we all say our Twitter names, I'm Fran B Man again. Greer, you're Orangerific. You're
Frilly Millie.
Yeah. And Serena?
I forget. Oh, I'm Super Fun Time Awesomeo, same as my show.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Super Fun Time Awesomeo. That's easy to remember.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks for listening, everybody. This was a disaster, but.
No, it wasn't. I maintain that it wasn't a disaster.
Oh, God. This was just War of the Worlds, the podcast. Okay, so... so thanks for listening again, and find us all places, and everybody's cool, and fun, and I'm gonna go watch Avengers.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, everyone.
I'm gonna go order pizza.
Bye-bye.
Lovely. So long.
Bye-bye.